A warm welcome to you beautiful souls and to my channel Mystical Angels Energy. My name is Kikyo and I am deeply thankful and deeply grateful to have you here today, beautiful souls. The card decks that I use are listed in the description box below. So let us begin our divine masculine to divine feminine channeled message. What would they wish to say to you? And I feel like they're saying they're a little bit like the Knight of Swords. That's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, that they are on track and they're not swaying from that path that they have chosen, and they are moving very quickly and nothing and no one is going to stand in their way, and that they've really cleaned up house. Okay, so if you've been worried about divine feminine, like, you know, the karmic partners or karmic situations, I feel that if you are here with this collective reading for this divine masculine collective that I'm channeling on my channel, I feel like they've really cleaned up house. Okay, your divine masculine has really let go of a lot, and that's too being reflected in the blessings message with Archangel Jophiel and the decisions card, which is the devil card in the tarot. And this is letting you know that, yeah, 111, your divine masculine is ready for this powerful new beginning, and they're standing in their power and leadership energy. Beautiful. I love it. And I just said that. 7 of Wands. And I channeled this card in my mind's eye in one of my previous recent readings. Okay, so the sun is beating down on his back, but it's also shining and illuminating his path. So this is Archangel Uriel. Your divine masculine is saying to you, I am being guided by Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel is lighting my path, my way to you. I am committed. I am determined. I am not gonna back down. I've built myself up, just as this man has built up his muscles, okay, through the rigors of life, through rigorous training, the training of this twin flame journey, which has been trying and vexing at times and challenging, but yet it's rewarding. And I know that I'm protected, and that I wish to protect you, divine feminine, that we are protected by God. And that, you know, once again, Archangel Uriel is their divine feminine, guiding my way to you, illuminating the steps, helping me to continue to pound these very large nails, you know, and to do what needs to be done. That's what I'm hearing. I'm doing what needs to be done, divine feminine. And I'm safeguarding and protecting my energy, and I'm done with karmics. I'm done with this karmic energy. Yeah, and oh, wow, okay. I didn't fully register 5 of Swords. Okay, so this is Isis and Set, and Set is gloating with Isis because he dismembered her twin flame and his brother, because they're brothers and sisters, him, Set, Isis, Osiris, and Nephthys. And then that's Horus in the background. But Horus represents the victory that will come when Isis and Nephthys gather up the parts of Osiris. They resurrect him, and she makes love with him, and they conceive. She conceives then Horus, who is the divine liberator and has a good balance between masculine and feminine energies. So yeah, he's gloating, and you know, the divine masculine is like, it doesn't matter who's gloating or if they think they're gloating over you. And I'm really feeling this is you, divine feminine, you know, once again with the devil card. You know, there's somebody that thinks that they are sanctimonious, which means holier than thou. And there's somebody in your field who thought that, yeah, they got the best of you or something. But the divine masculine is saying, you know, I'm coming to put a stop to all of that. Actually, I feel like you're divine masculine, and you know, they want to be your knight, and you know, they want to be your shield. And you know, you can protect yourself, of course, divine feminine, but isn't it just wonderful when you have other people that have your back and can be like, yeah, this is wrong, and they point that out with you, when you don't have to always, because I've had that experience in my life, you know, where you have to be always the one defending yourself, where you finally have someone else that's like, yep, I got your back, and I'm going to point out this wrongdoing. But this is also representing too that the divine masculine, they can spiritually sense the pain that you've been through, okay, and they know that they're choosing you, and they're reminding you that any toxic energies, and this doesn't have to just be people too, if you don't resonate with that divine feminine. This could be, you know, anything karmic or toxic that was trying to lord over you, or even negative entities, because they're negative matrix entities, and they do work through people, and they do work through situations to try to stop you, but they can't, because as I've been saying in my previous readings, you have a divine covenant between you and God, and with your twin flame union, it's between you and God and your person. And Horus represents the victory. You will have victory, and your divine masculine is saying that we are victorious. And this is also the divine masculine with these two cards combined, saying, yeah, I'm done with the karmics. I'm done with this cycle of abuse, because the Five of Swords can represent also abuse, okay, and misuse of energy. It can be coming, you know, it could be represent arrogance, but I'm really reading this as abuse, okay, and with this card from the Divine Tarot of the Divine by Yoshitani. So it can also represent, you know, where you may feel like you've had a victory, but it's a false sense of victory. But I'm not reading that here. But for these people, it definitely is. It's like, oh, they think they're funny now, but then Horus comes, right? So it's like that energy of like God gets the last laugh. You will have the last laugh. But you know, you're not going to laugh in someone's face, because you're not going to lower your standards to that. And the divine masculine says he's not going to lower his standards to that. But you and your divine masculine get the last laugh, okay? They thought these energies that they could keep you apart. The divine masculine is saying they can never keep you apart. And that's the beauty of Isis and Osiris too. No matter what happens, you can't be kept apart. Ace of Wands. Vigor, energy, creativity, stimulation, focus, drive. Definitely illuminated in spirit, again with that Archangel Uriel energy, because Archangel Uriel is the divine illuminator, guiding you towards the wisdom that you need to know. Also, he is on, I believe, the Emperor card and the Sun card in the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Radley Valentine. So he is the lamp unto your feet, guiding the way. So with this, the divine masculine is saying my way is being made again. And I have the drive, again with that Knight of Swords energy there. Driven, determined, nothing going to stand in the way. And we see that with the Seven of Wands too. Very determined energy here. Focused on you, divine feminine. Focused on what matters. And on fire for you. Deeply in love with you. I'm going to take this card at the bottom. Okay, so we see that too. The Seven of Swords, that was there. Actually, it was on the top, but also it was at the bottom. And we have the Ace of Coins. Okay, so that mirrors the Archangel Ariel energy that was coming out in the Blessings message. We had a lot of, you know, Ariel cards come out, and Ariel was the mascot for Pentacles. The coins here is Pentacles, and these are new opportunities. I'm hearing the golden ticket. I'm seeing like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka, that whole essence there, like the golden ticket. And you and your divine masculine both have the golden ticket. Beautiful soul. But again, there's this energy of like, you know, they think they're funny, right? They got that wicked smirk and grin. They think they're funny. They are not. It's gonna all blow up. They are not. And then there's that, like that smoke in the background, almost like an SOS, like God hears you. Stay in the energy of prayer. The divine masculine obviously is praying over you. I truly feel that. But it's like the divine masculine sees through all of this toxic, or how these karmics were trying to siphon their energy and take from them. Seven of Swords can represent theft. And, you know, people thinking they can get away with things and using you. Okay, so the divine masculine sees that. So this is your confirmation, divine feminine, because this is DM to DM message. They are saying to you, I see through these people. I see through these energies. I see the truth. Okay? God is with me. I've sent up smoke. I've sent up prayers. I'm staying in my own field, and I'm focused on you. And this could also be a dual message. Like I caught them, but I don't want to really see this kind of demonic looking sort of creature as your divine masculine. But it's just kind of saying like, like God catches them. You can see that two ways. You could see that as like, okay, there's these demonic energies and they think they're funny. Or you can see that as, you know, these people got caught. Your divine masculine caught these people, and your divine masculine is, I feel, going to put someone in your place on your behalf. So get ready for it, divine feminine, because that's part of your divine justice that is coming to you if you've been praying for divine justice. So like your divine masculine is at the ready. All right. What further messages do you have for this DM to DF reading? And yeah, they're on fire for you, divine feminine. Bliss. Okay, so your divine masculine is saying, I feel my crown chakra is being lit up at this time. I feel waves of bliss. I feel waves of joy. As I stay in my field, I am focused on you at the same time. I seek and find peace, quietness, and moments of bliss in my life. So the divine masculine is, more peace is entering the divine masculine's life, and they seek that. And that's part of where they're determined to, and that is good because it means they're choosing themselves. And as Liz says from Guided by Angels' beautiful channel, go check her out if you so desire, that when they choose themselves, they choose you, divine feminine. So the divine masculine is saying, I am persistent in this quest, and they are persistent. We see that. I said that with the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is the most persistent knight and determined. You are not getting away with anything with the Knight of Swords. They won't stand for it. They will trailblaze past that. Indeed. I just feel a little humorous here. Okay, so I feel like the divine masculine is like, once again, the last laugh is with him and with God. I allow myself to feel divine presence radiating within and around me. Okay, so your divine masculine is saying that they know the divine is with them. Again, with that holy energy, Archangel Uriel energy being present with them, and the light being lit up within them. I'm feeling like that sun card. That's what I'm really seeing, the Emperor and the sun card together. I allow myself to create abundance and fulfillment and to live a life free of fear. Beautiful, because we talked about stepping past the threshold of fear in the angel message. Meditation is a part of my life. So they are committing to having more peace in their life. They know that all these other things weren't serving them, and they're moving away from those things. They've moved away from those things. We had the blessings message come out there again with that devil card, Archangel Jophiel, the doves being set free from the cage. This is your divine masculine being set free. We see the kingdom in the background. The kingdom represents all that God has chosen for you, and you have chosen with God. And this is your partnership, you know, the divine kingdom you create together. So that connection with the divine, bliss. And bliss is like ecstasy energy too. You could see it as that. And bliss is pure divine connection. It is one of the highest vibrational energies, bliss. Okay, so that's appropriate that that's with the crown chakra there. Connecting you to your soul star chakra too. Divine masculine is saying that, you know, they're being connected with all that they are. So first chakra, base chakra, self-sufficiency. So your divine masculine is taking responsibility for all this energy, and I feel like, again, he's taking out the garbage, okay? I'm not name calling anything here, but what I mean is he's taking out the garbage that was creating stagnation in his life, okay? I'm not trying to put labels on anyone there, but the angels are saying, you know, what's gotta go is indeed garbage. You know, it's like rotting food in the house and things like that. You don't want that stuff in there. Like, no, ew, right? Like, you gotta clean up house, clean up shop. And that's what the divine masculine is doing, or has done, and they're continuing. I feel like actually I almost see this image of the divine masculine kind of like going around, and it's like really quick movements, because again, the Knight of Swords, and it's just like, I see them like getting rid of a ton of things. Okay, so some divine masculine here, now this may not be for everyone, so take what resonates and leave the rest, but a divine masculine, definitely, there's a divine masculine here. They're getting rid of a lot of objects that were reminding them of their past or past connections. There's a divine masculine, I feel like, you know, they have stuff from the Karmics or their family or friends, or even stuff like these awards, you know, from workspace, and they're just like, no, they're done with this, because they realize that none of that meant anything to them. Now, they're not getting rid of things that they resonate with, okay, no, but they're emptying that cup, they're emptying their physical space. And we see that with base chakras, because base chakra is all about being connected with the physical. And we see that too with the Ariel in the blessings message, a lot of physical things, okay? So they know that they have the power. So the divine masculine is saying, I am the power. I am taking control of this life, and I am self-sufficient. I am building up this energy, this foundation. We had that all about stability and foundations in the 2 previous readings. Go check those out if this is you, divine feminine, watching this, or if it's the divine masculine and you just, tapping in, tuning in with what you would say to your DF, with what you would say to the divine feminine. By finding material security without being materialistic, okay, we can, see that too with the 5 of Swords. I will gain satisfaction, stability, and inner strength. This means too, not being greedy, because that's kind of like a greed type energy there too. And well, yeah, when you take from someone too, with things that don't belong to you. I'm also hearing, energy vampirism there. You gain strength, right? Okay, so I'm resourceful. I put in the effort to be responsible for supplying fundamental needs of my life, such as shelter, food, water, clothing. I take responsibility for where I now find myself in life as I move forwards. I get in touch with and trust my innate wisdom, which tells me that I will be provided with all I need. And that's beautiful, because that mirrors the blessings message. So divine masculine, if you are watching this, go check out that blessings message, because we're talking about you as well in there for sure, because this is mirroring that. So your divine masculine is taking care of things. That's what I'm getting with that. Standing very strong and choosing themselves. Again, choosing themselves. Liberation here in every sense of the word. The 5th chakra, throat chakra, beautiful, because I had throat chakra come out in the angel message. Setting boundaries. I teach others how to love and respect me by how I love and respect myself. Exactly. The divine masculine is playing no games. So divine feminine, your divine masculine is saying to you, again too, like, I love and respect you as well. I'm setting boundaries with these people, I'm setting boundaries in my life. My integrity is supported when I express my thoughts and feelings. Okay, so they're saying that, I'm being very vocally open, and also I wish to be vocally open with you, and to show you how I feel, and that I really care about you. I am aware of excessively wanting to please others. I will maintain and grow my personal power by saying yes when I mean yes, and saying no when I want to say no. I speak up for myself and set boundaries regarding other people's behavior. I do this by asking for what I do want, such as respect, patience, tolerance, and support, rather than telling them what I don't want. So your divine masculine is doing those things, and this is also saying to you that they love you, they respect you, and that, they realize that you have boundaries, and they want to know all about your boundaries, okay? I'm feeling the divine masculine wants to build this relationship with you. And to do that, they know that they have to be open to hearing you, and they wish to support you. And this is also mirroring, yes, what I said, that I feel like this is an alternate message, but it's one of the messages in here, that this divine masculine, they know what you've been through, and they want to support you with that, and they want to speak out with you with that, because I feel like you haven't really had that kind of, moral support, or that backup. You've always kind of like self-sufficient, been in that energy yourself, especially divine feminine. So the divine masculine is saying, that's another way I wish to express my love for you. Okay, the finishing touches for this DM to DF message, so beautiful. Okay, we see this here. Tune your frequency, boundaries, magnetism, energy clearing, beautiful. Okay, so the divine masculine is having some time to themselves as well. The crystal, the rose quartz crystal, I'm seeing that as rose quartz. That could be pink calcite, but I'm seeing that as rose quartz. They are connecting to that heart space, and they are letting go. They are forgiving, but forgiving once again doesn't mean that you let those energies back in unless you feel that they are worthy to let back in. But they know that they are strengthening their boundaries. Okay, they're clearing their energy, they're clearing the slate of all this toxic, and that's beautiful, divine feminine, because it means that they are preparing for you. and sweet surrender. And they're tuning their frequency to a higher frequency. Okay? Sweet surrender, let go, releasing earthly attachments, clear the air, exactly, just what I've been saying. You know, and again, their solar plexus and heart space, the Archangel Uriel energy. Okay? They're letting go of things that don't resonate and don't serve. That's what they're saying to you, Divine Feminine. Yeah, gentle drift. There's no need to rush, go with the flow, trust. I trust that, you know, I see them going quickly with that Knight of Swords energy, but the angels are saying, you know, and I see a divine masculine like going really quickly, like they're moving really quickly, like around in their space, and they just, I see them in my mind's eye just tossing like these objects and these things, not like tossing like chaos, no, they're just like tossing it like in bins. Okay, like I said, taking out the garbage. They're taking out the trash, okay? They really are. They're taking out the trash of things, and I'm not directing that at any person, no. I mean, like, they're literally taking out the garbage because they're getting rid of things that, objects that were weighing them down. And, you know, they're getting rid of energetic clutter, energies that are garbage, no good for them, weighing them down. But the angels are saying, you know, and this can go for the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, there's no need to rush. The angels are guiding you. Trust. The Divine Masculine is being encouraged to trust. Know that he's being guided in the right direction. So your Divine Masculine is saying, trust me, Divine Feminine. That I am coming to you. That I am going with the flow. That I'm doing all that I need to. Okay, so that is the angel message that I had for you today with the Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine message. And again, there's this bright new opportunity coming. Your Divine Masculine too is coming back into balance and equilibrium. So new opportunities, and they are headed your way. And we know that from the previous readings where, you know, if you've clicked on those, if you feel those are meant for you, the Divine Masculine is coming to claim his Divine Feminine. The Emperor is coming to claim his Goddess, okay? And once again, I may be using gender-sounding words, but Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, you can resonate with any gender and still resonate with either of those energies. So thank you for being here. Thank you for all the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the comments. The wonderful good energy. It helps the algorithm to grow this channel. Click the notification bell for future updates. I love you and bless you and cherish you. The angels love you and bless you and cherish you. Until next time, beautiful souls. Bless.